Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the metaphysical Micto Griffin Red. And the name of this video will be called Fuck Carolyn Bryant. Now, I'm sure many of you who watch my videos and those of you out there on YouTube have heard about a young boy who was murdered in Money, Mississippi by the name of Emmett Till. And Carolyn Bryant was responsible for that. And I'm going to share with you my thoughts on it as I was inspired by the recent news that came up about the story that I read today on the internet. Now, this incident happened back in 1955, and young Emmett Till, he was from Chicago, and he was apparently going down to visit his parents down, or his family or whatever that he had down there in, I guess, in Money, Mississippi. Now, in Chicago, Emmett Till had a little white girlfriend, and apparently the story goes is that he went down and talked to some of his little companions and friends down south and explained to them, hey, I got a white girlfriend back in Chicago, and I guess he allegedly bragged about that. So one day he was going in the store, and which Carolyn and her husband Roy Bryant had owned. I guess it must have been like a grocery or a general store or something like that. And I guess Emmett went in there to buy some candy or something of that nature. And it was alleged that um, Carolyn Bryant, or yeah, it was alleged by Carolyn Bryant that Emmett Till had made a wolf whistle to her. And apparently that didn't make the bitch Carolyn Bryant too happy. So apparently she went and told her husband Roy Bryant, her husband Roy, and he went around questioning several black men who entered the store. And that evening, Bryant, with a black man by the name of J.W. Washington, you fucking Sambo, approached a young black man walking along a road. Bryant ordered Washington to seize the young man and put him in the back of the pickup truck. And they took him to be identified by a companion of Carol's or whatnot. So apparently this was not the guy, and somehow they found out that the little boy was from Chicago and was staying with Mo's right. And several witnesses overheard Bryant and his 36-year-old half brother, John J.W. Millam, discuss taking Till from his house. So between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning on August 28th, 1955, Bryant Millam and Sambo ass J.W. Washington, with his traitorous punk ass, drove to Mo's right house. And Millam was armed with a pistol and a flashlight. He asked Wright if he had three boys staying in the house from Chicago. So they allegedly threatened him and put Till in the back of the pickup truck and took him to a barn at the Clint Shurton plantation in Drew, Mississippi. Till was pistol whooped and placed in the back of the truck bed. So when he got there, they drove with him in the truck to Bryant's store, where several people noticed blood in the pool of the truck bed. This was after they had killed him, and Bryant explained that he had killed a deer, and in one incident he showed the body to a black man who questioned him, saying, "That's what happens to smart niggers." So it really angers and pisses me off, because the way that they murdered this young boy Emmett Till, apparently they beat him for several hours. They beat him badly. They gouged out one of his eyes. They cut out his tongue. They castrated him, cut off all his genitals, and apparently shot him several times. And this was all because of a lying bitch by the name of fucking Carol Bryant. And I'm going to read to you a quote that was spoken by J.W. Miller. And it says, "Well, what else could we do? He was hopeless. I'm no bully, but I never heard a nigger in my life. I like niggers in their place. I know how to work them. But I just decided it was time a few people got put on notice. As long as I live and can do anything about it, niggers are going to stay in their place. Niggers ain't going to vote where I live. If they did, they'd control the government. They ain't going to go to school with my kids. And when a nigger gets close to mentioning sex with a white woman, he's tired of living. I'm likely to kill him. Me and my folks fought for this country, and we got some rights. I stood there in that shed and listened to that nigger throw that poison at me. And I just made up my mind. Chicago boy, I said, I'm tired of them sending your kind down here to stir up trouble. Goddamn you. I'm going to make an example of you. Just so everybody can know how me and my folks stand." This was in Look magazine 1956 by J.W. Miller. This is also a situation where the simp behavior is really rampant around this incident. You had these ignorant ass, redneck, backwoods, possibly inbred motherfuckers coming to the aid of some bitch to defend her honor or some shit like that. Another fellow YouTuber by the name of Shawn James had did a video on this about the simping of these motherfuckers that was allegedly protecting this bitch by the name of Carolyn Bryant. I'll leave a link to the video in the description box. And I'm going to leave a video to where it shows you where Carolyn Bryant had told a lie and ended up got this man killed. Got this young boy by the name of Emmett Till killed. Now, I do believe that there needs to be justice. I do believe she needs to be tried. I don't give a fuck how old she is. The bitch is 80-something years old. It does not matter. You caused an innocent young boy to be murdered. Who knows what could have happened to Emmett Till had he grown up? He probably would have been a prominent governor. He probably would have been, who knows, the next Malcolm or Martin Luther King. We really don't know. Had he lived, he probably would have turned out pretty good. I believe. And bitch, you fucking had him snuffed out because he was allegedly wolf whistling at you. You dirty fucking cunt. And it was found out that this bitch was married 3 times. After Roy Bryant, I guess she had divorced him or he died or something like that. She married twice after that. You southern fried bitch. So, yes, I do believe she needs to be arrested. And personally, I don't give a fuck how old she is. I believe that her parents, the families of Emmett Till, needs to deal with her. If it was me, I wouldn't settle for nothing less than a razor-sharp Scottish claymore rammed up her fucking pussy until it comes out of her fucking mouth. Yeah, that's how I feel about her. And Carolyn, if you or your sorry-ass family is ever come across this video, I want to say fuck you, fuck your husband, fuck J.W. Miller. I hope all you 3 of y'all fucking rot in hell. Fuck your 2 children and their children, and fuck the goddamn parents that pushed your fucking sorry ass out. You fucking cunt. This is the end of this video.